sit right here is made from the cedars of Lebanon. I was fortunate
And boy,
enough
I'm with
for-
a very special guest here, Reverend Takouhi Petro. Can I say Petro as
Sure.
opposed to, I'm not sure I could do the whole name.
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
My name is Takouhi Petro, and Takouhi means queen in Armenian. No. See, my mother wanted to name me Esther, but my father said Esther was a queen, so just name her Takouhi, which means queen. So I'm serving Elgin Portland pastoral charge of our region, and I was ordained in the Montreal Ottawa conference back in 2011 on May the 28th. And why it is important for me that date is because that would have been the 93rd anniversary of the Armenian Independence Day, and I am the very first Armenian woman ordained minister within the United Church of Canada. So I'm truly humbled and honored for the grace of God that has brought me this far.
You know, it's amazing when you say that, because I know of Armenian communities here in Canada, especially in southern Ontario. And that really surprised me when I found that you were the first woman to be ordained as an Armenian.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. You had quite a journey, though, to get here, didn't you?
Yes, actually, I left Lebanon in 1983 in September, and my mother took me to Damascus. So through the villages, the mountains of Lebanon, we made through the rebels and so on, miraculously, into Damascus airport. And my mom shipped me off to my eldest sister in Los Angeles, where I stayed 3 years, graduated my high school there. And in 86, we heard that Canada has opened its doors for Lebanese people to come here. So I literally came to the border of Quebec and Vermont and asked to come in as a refugee. So that was August 22nd, 1986.
And history has it that you haven't felt any better since.
Oh yeah, no. This is just really, my mother always said Canada is the land, the promised land. So it's the land of milk and honey. So now I live in the Big Rideau Lake township, and all you see is honey is sold here, the cows are there, the dairy cows. And so every time I pass by, I think of my mother. Yeah.
Well, it was quite a nice journey for you to come, but what was the call you had to come into ministry?
It was funny that I didn't see it for a few years, but one of the ministers who married me and my husband back in 2000, Wendy Wright McKenzie, at Northly United Church in Laval, Quebec, she kept on poking me and saying, why don't you become a minister? And I kept on saying, no. But then during my discernment process, I remember the day when I was only 11 years old, and my poor mother was taking a nap in the one-bedroom apartment where we lived, and we were 9, by the way, in that one-bedroom apartment. I went out to the balcony and I called all the kids that were playing on the street. And I told them, come up, I want to teach you songs about Jesus and tell you stories about Jesus. So they came up and I talked to them. I did the Good News Club with them, and I was only 11. My poor mother woke up and she said, daughter, what's going on? I said, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing Good News Club. There's no school. The war's going on. We're bored. We're going to do something. And then you can tell she was so happy to see her daughter doing that. Because I have to say, when I was born, my mother had written in the Bible, of the family Bible, that today my youngest daughter, Takouhi, is born. May she grow up, November 18, 1967, may she grow up to serve the King of Kings.
Wow.
And I'm getting
very prescient. Oh, oh boy. Now you're here. We're coming through our own rebirth.
Yes.
in this church. What is your thoughts and what is your vision to where we're going now?
I think my vision, and as the new president-elect, it is an honor to be that, getting ready to be the president in a year or so. But my vision is, I wish that our belief, we would turn it into life. So, I play around with the words, belief, be life, split it up and turn around the letters a little bit. And that's what my thought is. unbind, take away the old stinky clothes and put on the new way of living. And that's what the story of Lazarus is all about, right? Yeah, so that's my vision, for us to come into a new dawn and live the resurrection life.
And of course, we now have this wonderful opportunity to be disruptive like that.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe attract more people to our message.
You know what? I believe we attract people because I believe our attitudes are contagious. So if we are excited about something and we say it on Facebook, we say it in our lives, we say it everywhere we are with our words, with our actions first and words later, we can attract people because they want to know what's our secret. And, you know, there's no secret. It's so simple. It's the joy of the Lord.
I think we've all got to come down and see you sometime. This is really great.
More than welcome. Elgin Portland Pastoral Charge.
Well, thank you very much for this. Queen,
so
I
much.
really appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness. David, thank you.
It was a real pleasure to
Thank
meet you. Thanks.
Thank you. Blessings.